Jay-Z is doing more investing, so I wanted to go over this because it's really, really cool. Anything finance, I want to get more involved in. So, yeah, I know I talk about it a little bit on the podcast, but I'm going to do that 50 crypto documentary. It's going to be coming out pretty soon here. So I kind of want to bridge, I want to use that as a bridge to the cryptocurrency type of world. So, you guys can kind of learn from that. I'm not a 100% expert in it, so I don't want people to be like, oh, Quake, you don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there's some things that I probably might not get right, but I'm learning. I'm still learning, and I want to get really good in that world because it is the future. AI and crypto, this is the way I view it, right? These old publications like magazines, US Weekly, whatever, New York Times, Washington Post, all these like publications that have like these magazines that were old school, they're going to be out the window pretty soon here. Really just old people, majority. The age demographic there is maybe 40, 50, 60 years old. That's mainly the age demographic on those type of publications. Not saying that, all people at that age, that's all they watch and read and stuff. That's definitely not true. But, they respect that type of platform more than the younger generation like us, right? I could care less if somebody's on, Time Magazine or whatever the fuck these other platforms are, right? Doesn't matter to me. I still, and clearly the market shows that because a lot of streamers have never been on these type of platforms and they're way bigger and make hundreds of millions of dollars and whatever. So just streamers, anybody, YouTubers, content creators, whatever. So that's going out, right? That's going to be going out of style. Just give it, another 20, 30 years once these older people kind of start to pass and they're gone. We're not going to be really rocking with that type of stuff, right? The people that rock with YouTube, content creation, these type of platforms right now, mainly YouTube, I like to use that as an example, are right in the middle, right? They're not really old school and old, but they're, not super young. They're right in the middle. And that's where I fall right now. I'm kind of right in the middle with YouTube, content creation, stuff like that. Then you have the newer generation that's coming in. And what I realized is I got more into this crypto world, a lot of younger people are in it. We're talking little teenagers, like 14, 15, 16, 18, whatever, which is insane, right? I've talked to 14-year-olds literally about crypto because I'm in this like chat where I join this kind of chat group just to kind of understand more about crypto. And some of them there are like 14, 16. Like, I'm surprised. I'm like, dude, you're 14 years old. They're learning about crypto. But that's the new generation, right? They're learning about crypto and AI. They're going to be the ones that are going to push this middle generation towards the older, So I want to get, a little bit more ahead. I want to learn more about the newer generation that's going to be coming. And, you got to get ahead of the curve. I'm starting to learn, like, the terms that they use, which is hilarious, man. Some of these words that they use in the crypto world is just funny, man. Like aping. When you ape something means you just buy something without looking and researching it. When you shill something, you're pushing that whatever you're trying to sell, basically something. Yeah, just a lot of funny words, man, that I'm learning as time goes on. Anyways, I'm going on this whole rant, whatever, but I just wanted to say, like, I want to bridge that hip-hop world to the finance world. I want to be the one that kind of bridges that because nobody's really doing that. I don't really see anybody in the hip-hop world that's also getting into the newer generation of finance and stuff like that. I don't see it. So if somebody starts to do that, you know where they got the idea from because everybody kind of, as time goes on, I've noticed people have taken ideas that I've said out loud, which is hilarious, but it is what it is, man. I'm confident in what I do, so nobody can do it like me. So people are going to take my ideas, run with it, whatever. Have your fun, but you're not going to, trust me. I have my brain, that's the thing. When people take stuff from you, like steal your ideas or copy you, what they don't realize is they can copy you, but they don't have your brain of coming up with newer ideas and coming up with the future of things. That's the thing. You can go ahead and copy as much as you want, but you're going to fade out eventually. And that's the beautiful thing with me is I have multiple ideas. I always have ideas going no matter what. Anyways, let's talk about Jay-Z. He's invested in a watch marketplace company, which is very interesting. So let's go over the article. Jay-Z has expanded his illustrations investment portfolio by taking a stake in the luxury watch marketplace Wristcheck. The rap legend, who himself is an avid watch collector, was part of the company's latest round of fundraising, which totaled $5 million. The website allows collectors to buy and sell luxury timepieces that have already been authenticated by watchmakers. So those spending up to 7 figures on a watch know it's the real deal. Co-founder Aston Chu said of Ho's investment in the statement, As an entrepreneur, Jay-Z has always been an inspiration to me. I remember growing up to his music. His lyrics not only introduced me to watch brands like Audemars Piguet, but also fueled my love for watches even further as he bridged the gap between watches and pop culture. See, that's what I want to do with hip-hop and crypto. Bridge the gap. Be one of the leaders in that as well. Very cool. He added, as the most influential celebrity watch collector of the 21st century and a certified GOAT. Relax, brother. Now you're over here slurping on that. You know what? His support carries immense weight, both personally and professionally. It's a testament to the trust and community we've built, and marks a major milestone in cementing Wristcheck as the go-to platform for watch enthusiasts worldwide. Jay-Z has built a reputation for his venerable watch collection, which includes pieces from the likes of Richard Mille, Audemars Piguet, Hublot, and of course Rolex. Yeah, I'm not a big watch person. In 2021, he spent $6 million on a rare collection between Tiffany and Patek Philippe. See, I would never, I don't care if I was a billionaire, $6 million for a watch when I can use that $6 million to help people or do other things that could, do better things for the world. Just that's how I am. I don't care how rich I get. To me, I just have no interest in spending in fancy, cars. Yeah, like you can, everybody has their thing though. So I can't really knock Jay-Z, right? He loves watches. That's his thing. And he's bought a lot of cars too, but it seems like he likes watches more. So every person has their kind of niche or thing that they love to spend money on that, if they had a lot of money, they would spend it on. Me personally, it would be cars. I would have a fleet of cars that I really enjoy. I don't know though. Then again, I also think about it. I can't drive them all. So, I don't know. It depends on how rich I would get. If I became a billionaire, then yeah, I'd probably have about 50 to 100 cars that would just, I don't know. Like Jay Leno's garage. Shout out to Jay Leno. He has a huge garage of cars. I don't know. I would just have that type of stuff. Maybe. But then again, knowing me, I'll say this right now, but I would never, I don't know. To me, like the max amount of cars, if I was a billionaire, I'd probably have is 10. Just have some SUV type vehicles, some really sports car type vehicles, and then just some random wanky stuff that's like really cool. But yeah, watches and stuff, I've never really been a fan of. I've never been a watch or jewelry person. Now, I like Hublot watches, and I do know that a brand new one, I remember seeing the one that I really like that's brand new, is about $40,000. So if I ever end up doing a crazy deal or, getting, $1 million in a deal or something like that, I'll probably buy me like a $40,000 watch just because I want to have at least one, but I would never spend over $100,000. Like $40,000, $50,000, to me, that's like, if you're going to buy a watch, you want to get a nice watch, get something like that. But when you're spending like hundreds of thousands, millions, 6 million, like that's ridiculous to me. I don't understand it. That's too much just on a wrist. It just tells time, same way as every other watch does. But, I understand if you're really, really rich and that's your niche and that's what you love, it is what it is. But I don't know. I just too many people struggling in this world for me to really care a lot about spending, millions and millions of dollars on watches. And, I'll do the thing Mr. Beast is doing, right? He's just helping people day in and day out. With that kind of money, just like you can do so much. That's the thing. If billionaires have decided, hey, I'm worth $5 billion. I'm going to take $1 billion out of that $5 billion, just use that to help people. If all the billionaires decided just to get together and do that, they could change the world easily. It's unfortunate that not all of them are like that. Some of them don't care. Some do help, but it's like in small increments. But then again, it's their money, man. They worked hard. They can do whatever they want. I personally think, nobody should have over $1 billion. Let's just say that. If you're worth $1 billion, cool. $1 billion, if you as a person want to have that, cool. But once you have like 5, 10, 20, 30, 100 billion, it's like you're one person, man. You don't I get you worked your ass off. I understand that, but that kind of money is just life-changing for so many people. It's ridiculous. That kind of money shouldn't just be stuck in one place with one person. I think that's just astronomical and just insane. But, billionaires give back in their own ways by starting companies. They employ a lot of people, whatever. I know there's a lot of arguments to make back and forth, but I just think personally what I would do. I'm not going to advise anybody with their money because they worked hard. That's their money. I've never pocket watched or cared how people spend their money. That's their money. If they want to spend it doing whatever they want to do, that's their life. Let them enjoy it while they're still alive here on this planet. Whatever. It's their life. But for me personally, I just couldn't see myself, buying a bunch of luxury things back to back. Like it was even revealed just past couple days ago. that Dior, the bags, Dior bags that women love, that guys buy for women that cost thousands of dollars. It was revealed a Dior bag was made for like $50. Like that's how cheap of material that they're making Dior bags, and people are spending $2, $3, $5,000 on these things. You know how of an insane return that is for Dior, money wise. Like luxury brands are the biggest finesse in the world because there's nothing really special about them when you really think about it. Wearing a Louis Vuitton shirt versus wearing a regular shirt, you can't really tell the difference. Like what the cloth has a little smoother texture to it. Like it's not worth that $500, $1,000 difference. But I understand people want to flex. They want to just make it seem like they got. Usually the people that really got money, you can't even tell what they're wearing cost a lot because it's some off-brand shit that people haven't really heard of that they buy from like specific designers that design it specifically for them. That's the really, really, really wealthy people. Now you'll see a white T-shirt and the shit looks like a plain Hanes T-shirt, but you go and look the company that made it and it's a $3,000 T-shirt, some crazy stuff like that. I could never spend that kind of money. I don't care how rich I get, but yeah. Anyways, I'm going on this whole tangent. Shout out to Jay-Z, great investment. I'm sure it'll pay off. We'll keep our eyes posted on this brand and see how it does moving forward.